Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a get ready with me with a bunch of my Pan That Palette and Project Pan type items. This is the look that I have been going for the most, that uses kind of the most items in those projects. It is like 8:40 in the morning and Copper wants to play. I just got him from being locked up. I locked him upstairs. Our shower door needed a repair, so I just had a shower kind of glass repairman come and fix that, recaulked, made sure there was no leaks and stuff in our glass shower, which is awesome because that was like the main kind of point that we wanted the house. So they just left and I need to get ready for work, and they don't know that they finished in like 15 minutes. So I figured let's do a get ready with me. I feel like I'm like super close to the camera. Anywho, so I always start off with my eyes. I will say I already have on my Ole Henriksen Truth Serum, and I also have on the Kate Somerville just oil-free moisturizer. So right now I'm putting on my NYX HD High Definition Eyeshadow Base. And I love the applicator of this, and then I can just use my eyes, my fingers. I need to totally take off this nail polish. Make sure that I take off this nail polish today, Elizabeth. I was gonna do it like before I put on my makeup, but then I didn't want like the acetone smell and stuff on my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're going in with my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, and the shade that I'm trying to pan is Strange. So we're actually just gonna take that on a big brush. I'm taking on my E60 large shader brush and just going to apply that all over the lid and up to the brow bone. This way I have a nice base for my eyeshadows to go on. So this look is going to be more like of a pinky blue. I'm going to use 3 palettes that I'm kind of focusing in on in January to hit pan on a couple of the shades. The first one, like you guys know I'm using, is the Urban Decay Naked 3. Then I have my Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, and that's for like the pinky purple Paranoia shade. And then we also are going to use actually I'm using 4 eyeshadow palettes. We're also going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette and the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. Now I'll show you what I do sometimes with this look without the Alchemist palette, and then sometimes what I do with. Because I'm kind of wearing more blue today, I will be using it today. So we're going in with the Chocolate Bonbons palette right now, and I'm just going to take the shade Almond Truffle, which is not in a project pan, but since I am using it and I need a crease shade, that is the shade I've been gravitating towards in this look. The brush I'm using now is a base shadow brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just kind of sweeping this into the crease. Just want a light crease. Man, I haven't used my Too Faced chocolate bar palettes in forever, and these smell so good. These chocolate bar palettes are infused with cocoa powder and it smells so good. So we're just going to do Almond Truffle in the crease. And with my get ready with me's, these aren't really like tutorials, they're like legit get ready with me's. So I'm not like an expert at makeup or anything by any means, but this is what I do. Then we're going in with the shade Earl Grey, and you can tell I have used it a bunch since I started this year. There's like a little dent going in the middle, and this brush right here is from Royal & Langnickel. It's the Crease Smudger brush. So we're going in with the Smudger brush, which is a really like tiny like flat brush, and I just kind of tap it in and apply it to the outer corner, like the outer third of my eye. And I have my mirror over here in case you guys are wondering what I'm looking at. So then once I have it in there, I will kind of blend it out a little bit. And I noticed that this eyeshadow is not like the best for blending. I don't know if it's because of how I'm applying it with the smudger brush. I know this is probably not the correct type brush to use for it, but I like just packing it on and having a little bit on my brush. But yeah, I feel like, guys, I have had like the craziest week. Pretty much my house has been falling apart. I got locked out of my house for like 40 minutes. And when I mean I got locked out, my front door was unlocked, but the door was stuck. I physically could not open the door. And it was cold outside. My husband was like over 40 minutes away. He's in busy season, so he couldn't come out. I had to call my in-laws. And I was just mental breakdown for sure. So yeah, 40 minutes, and it turns out like the door gets stuck, and it's something to do with the actual doorknob, not the lock itself, because I thought maybe the lock wasn't working or something, but no. It hasn't been fixed, but my father-in-law taught me a trick of where to lean to open the door. Like that's how, like, really? But I don't know what else to do. I guess he said he was gonna come and try and like fix the doorknob or switch it with another doorknob in the house, because it's the same kind of doorknob as the other, like just a regular door in our house. So I don't know, maybe he'll come and check it out. And then like we never hooked up our garage door code because the front door is from like a keypad. So my husband's like, oh, we don't need that because we could just get in through the front door, but front door wouldn't let me in, and then we don't have a key to the back door. So I was legit locked out for a while, and it was not fun, and I was really upset. So then our shower door broke, and then like literally that night, but the next morning he told me. And I was so upset about it, so they just fixed it this morning. Now we're going in with the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. I'm using the shade Paranoia, which is this pinky purpley shade. You can tell I've been dipping into this baby with my Sigma E30, I think it's 30, it's either 55 or 35. It's just the eye shading brush. So they just finished up. We're just gonna put it on the other part of our eye, the inner to middle. So they just finished that up. But now I'm like, because I got locked out, I like had a freak out panic attack. If you guys don't know, I am expecting my firstborn child in April. So literally all I did to get locked out of the house was go take out the recycling. Like that's it. So while I was locked out, I had this panic attack, even though my kid's not born yet. And I was like, what if the baby was inside? What if I was cooking something? Because it was around like 5, 6 o'clock and I couldn't get in. Like that's an issue. So I'm wanting to get another way to get inside my house if I need to, kind of thing, other than just the front door keypad. Even though that's not even what was broken, but still. So yeah, this kind of looks like a pinky purple kind of. I do layer it over that. We're going to just blend it out. I have an E40 brush from Sigma. Do you guys normally start with your eyes or your face? Let me know down below, because I always start with my eyes because then I can get kind of messy around here and I don't have to worry about redoing my foundation or concealer, anything like that. So this is like typically what I would do. I would go back in with the Naked Strange eyeshadow to re-whiten the brow bone, go into the inner corner, and then I'll keep re-deepening the outer corners and then do the crease a little bit to blend it out for like the normal easy look. But because I want to do my Kat Von D palette, the shade that I'm trying to pan is Blue Sapphire, which is that shade right there. I have loved topping this eyeshadow look with that eyeshadow. So the brush I use with it, you guys might think I'm crazy, but this is the Sigma Concealer F70 brush. I just find that it works really well with this eyeshadow palette because I just want like a light dusting of the blue. And I feel like I have like more precision with this eyeshadow brush. But I just do like a light blue dusting. So you guys can tell the difference now with Alchemist versus just without it. But I like doing this and I'm wearing a little bit more blue and I don't want as pinky of a look. But this way I'm definitely layering my eyeshadows. If you guys are trying to pan, I definitely recommend layering your eyeshadows. They definitely give you more bang for your buck, I guess, in one eyeshadow look for it. Okay, so that is that. Now we're going back in, which might be like ridiculous, but I go back in with that Earl Grey shade from Too Faced and just kind of make sure to darken up that area just a little bit more. Just from all the other shades layering on top of it, I want to make sure it's still smoky. And I feel like this eyeshadow like look is perfect for the winter time. It's like a smoky kind of look. But yeah, you can see I'm starting to like make a mess around here, but that's why I do my face next. This smells so good. But yeah, so yeah, I had a lot of freakouts this week. But the thing is, and it's weird to say, but I'm glad that it happened now and I know about it and I know either what I need to fix or what I need to do to make sure nothing bad happens before the baby is here. We did get our, we're going back in with Almond Truffle in that crease shade just to kind of blend a little bit. We did get our nursery furniture the other day, well, like a week ago. So we've been enjoying just like opening the door and looking into that. Now I'm going in with my Coverfx Illuminating Primer. I believe this is my project Use It Up. And this is the oldest primer in my collection. I really like primers that have like illuminating feel and look to it. I was obsessed with the Burberry Fresh Glow Luminous Face and Nude Radiance. And then now I tried a sample of this last year and I liked it so much I got this full size. But the full size kind of has an off scent to it, which I noticed as soon as I bought it, but I don't know, I just don't return makeup. I either will declutter it or use it up. But I still like the way this product looks on my skin. It definitely like illuminates it. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the scent. I definitely miss the Burberry, but I've been noticing, if you guys haven't seen my what was it? Burberry versus Becca Backlight Primer. I really like the Becca Backlight Primer too. So I have a little deluxe sample of that. And once I finish this Coverfx, because I just want to get it out of my collection, I will be using that and possibly repurchasing, because I think it's just $35 per ounce, which is the same as the Coverfx, but it doesn't have the scent to it. So that will probably be the primer I'll be using. I used to use the Too Faced Prime and Poreless primer all the time, and then I just kind of stopped. I don't know why. I think I like the illuminating stuff better. So now I'm going in with my Tarte Clay Stick Foundation. The shade I have is Light Medium Neutral, and this is in my project Use It Up. I bought this around like July or sometime. You can see that's how much I have left. I've been using this a lot since January 1st, and pretty much what I do is draw on my face. I used to use a brush, but I feel like that wasn't working for me, so now I just kind of make cat whiskers and draw on my face, which is funner, in my opinion. And I'll go in with a big, this is from Real Techniques, this is the multitasking brush, and I just kind of blend it all over my face. So I've been liking using it this way and applying it this way. When I was just applying it with the brush, it would take forever. I could see so many brush strokes, and I still see a lot of brush strokes when I apply it this way, but it's not as bad. And then two, I go in with a Real Techniques like Miracle Sponge after, just to kind of, and it doesn't have to be damp, to make sure there's no lines and stuff on my face. But yeah. Do you guys have Martin Luther King off from work and school this week? Well, this upcoming week? I feel like there's like a hair in my eye. You can't see it. This actually might be starting to get too dark for me. I have that day off of work. They haven't really talked about it much, but I heard that we have it off, so when I go into work today, which is Friday, the day that you're seeing this video, hopefully if I edit it, by the time I get home, then I feel like my eyes look like really white. Let's see. So like I said, the Real Techniques sponge, I just kind of press the product back into my skin after brushing it, just to make sure there are no like crazy lines or anything on my face from the brush. But I don't like applying a stick foundation and then like blending it out with this. This is the way I've kind of found how I like applying it. My favorite foundation, if you have not watched me for a long time, is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. So this is completely different than that. Then we're going in, I'm trying to pan these two concealers. One is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in Peach, and the other is the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer. I use these with each other all the time. And we are just going to dot that color correcting concealer underneath the eyes. And I'm just going in with my finger to pat this in and blend it out. Then we're going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Going right under the eyes again. I go around the nose, a little down the bridge of my nose, and then any other blemishes that I can see. I know I have a breakout like right there. Hormones. I think that's about it. And we're just going to use our finger again to blend that out. Sometimes I use a brush. I'll use the Sigma P88, but I don't know, today I just want to use my finger. The faces you make when you apply makeup. Okay, have y'all been having crazy winter weather? So basically it was like for over like a week, it was like 30s and 40s, and then it dropped to like 10 degrees and stuff here in North Carolina, and then now it's like 60s, 70s and rainy and like muggy and gross, and it's not been fun. And then it goes, I noticed it goes back to like 30s again in a couple days, which isn't fun. So you guys know my favorite powder is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light. I am using my new one today for all over the face, but when I do under my eyes, I'll go back with the old one, and I'll show you why I'm doing that in a minute. When you have a new one, it's so much easier to apply the product to your brush, because this is what my old one looks like right now, which I am going to continue to try and finish. I know I could repress it. I'm not a big repressing person. Like, I won't repress my products, I'll just use it. I don't feel like it really is messing up my brushes that badly. So we're going with this e.l.f. brush. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's their highlighting brush. And I'll just take it in one of the corners for my under eyes. I do have like the Kat Von D brightening powder, and I do have another kind of highlight shade from my Smashbox palette that I've been trying to use up, but since this is so like to the corners, I'm just using this face powder for my eyes as well, and any other little areas my brush may have missed. So next I'm going to go in with my bronzer. You guys know I'm trying to use up the Too Faced The Little Book of Bronzers this year, and for my Rolling Project 10 pan I picked Beach Bunny, which is this shade right here. And so we're going to take, I don't know what this is, I think it's a Sephora Contour Powder Brush 52, and apply that to the outer perimeters of the face. I seriously love bronzers. They are my favorite. And like, looking at this bronzer, you can tell I have definitely been making some good use out of it. I like to go down the neck and into like my chest area with bronzer as well. You can see definitely is getting some good use. Then the blush I am trying to hit pan on is the Tarte Bling It On palette, and the shade is Dollface. Guys, look how much I've been using it. Like, all of the etching is starting to come off of it. Really happy about that. I go in with a Miss Glam brush. I'm not 100% sure like if this is their blush brush or what, but that's what I do. And this has a lot of kickback. I don't know if you guys use or still have this, or if you have like the full size, but I just noticed that it just has a lot of, do you see that? Ooh, kickback. And honestly, I don't know if it's because this is getting older or what, but it does not last throughout the whole day for me. I definitely noticed that my blush fades throughout the day. So I pack it on a little bit in the morning time, and then you guys will see I use my Sigma Large powder brush to blend it out. And this is the F30 brush. We're going in with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed in the shade Opal for our highlight today. Really, I've been gravitating towards the Too Faced Rosy Glow highlighter, which is also in my Rolling Project 10 pan, but I do like this one every now and then. But this one I feel like shows my pores a little bit more. And blend that out a little bit more. Also want to take that shade on the Cupid's Bow. And I totally left my lipstick downstairs, so we'll use a different lipstick, I guess, today. Then, because that is on, we are going to put liner on. This isn't in a project pan, but I love it. This is the NYX Epic Ink liner, and I'm going to apply this, then I'll come back into frame. So I have the eyeliner on. We're going to curl the lashes, and I'm going to apply my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which used to be my all-time favorite mascara, and now I'm just not liking it as much. I've noticed more clumping throughout the day. I don't know how expensive it is. It's not worth it. For me, I'd rather use the Essence Lash Princess, but I don't know. Since I've been continuing to use this, I've liked it a little bit better. But with the clumping on the brush, I don't know if you guys can see that, I always have to scrape it off. And then just the clumping, like throughout the day, I'll see like little black things from my lashes. It's just not worth it to me. Not worth it in the long run for this to be one of the more expensive mascaras that I buy. I'd rather just purchase the Essence Lash Princess. But before Christmas, this was the only mascara in my collection. And then I got a like bunch of mini like little deluxe samples. I got like a Tarte mini mascara set. So I'm really excited to try a bunch of those mascaras out. But I need to find a good like cruelty-free waterproof like voluminous mascara, like kind of like that gives the same effect as this or the Essence Lash Princess, but waterproof for when I have my baby, because I want mascara on. I know there will be pictures, and I want something that will last. Brows are going in with the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel, and I'm just going to sweep this through. Going back to that Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons Earl Grey shade with that smudger brush, but for right now we're just going to use it underneath the lash lid. Is that what it's called? Lash lid? I'm not sure. The under eyeliner? I don't know. And then for lip, we're doing my All Naturale Lipstain and On Point. This is in my 2017 favorites video. The shade of this is beautiful and the scent is good. All natural, organic, cruelty-free, and I love it. It kind of has like a moussey texture to it, and it's just awesome. I love it. So yeah, that is pretty much the makeup look that I have been doing with a lot of my Project Pan items and Pan That palettes. Like I said, I used 4 eyeshadow palettes for this look, which, I mean, is kind of high maintenance, but I'm playing with my eyeshadows and still working on my goals, and I think it's a pretty good look. I like this look a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more videos from me, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye!